What's up? Hey, everybody. What's going on, everyone? How's everyone doing? You're checking back on the replay. Thank you so much for coming to check out the replay. I know it's not very exciting to see a live stream on a replay, but I appreciate you coming back and checking it out. So welcome, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's doing well on this. It's I don't know. At least here it's supposed to rain. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. So it's raining all week. It says about by 6-7 o'clock it's supposed to start raining and severe. I get severe storm warnings coming. So I don't know. I don't understand what I don't understand. It's Florida weather here in New York. I live in Long Island, New York. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. So we're just clean it up a little bit here. What's going on, everyone? Just seeing who's coming in. I see I have two people. So it is. Hey, Molly, what's going on? It is Frankie Friday. Frankie, of course, is not here. His parents had off all week, so I told him that I have it on sale for the company I work for, Runaway Tours. Hey, what's up, Ruth? How's it going? I work for a company called Runaway Tours. I've been busy helping them out today, so I said between that and him on vacation, his parents and everything, I think he's at the beach today. Hey, Mickey's Magic, what's up? It continues. What's up? Well, actually, this is ending. Yesterday, I just said it was over, so I just wanted to do a little bit talking about it. What's up, Larry? How's it going? Hey, Steve. What's up, Meg, Ruth, Molly? What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much. So, yeah, there's no Frankie Friday. I should have had a picture of him, whatever. But his parents are off. I think he's at the beach. So I didn't even hear from him. So I just said, you know what? It is the time. Hey, what's up, Kenny? I was just about to talk about you. So I said, just go to the beach, go relax. And I literally was on the phone all day. It just slowed down just within the last hour. So I figured, hey, I'll go live and say hi to everyone. So, hey, what's up? What's up, Dean or Nick from the live place? What's going on? And I had my announcement on the live place. So I wanted to go live. So I didn't want to renege on the live place my scheduled thing. I never canceled it over there. So I wanted to be true to my time slot. So although it isn't Frankie Friday, it is just Rob Friday. So, and unfortunately I was supposed to be on Kenny stream night. I believe he was talking about a tool for YouTube. I forget what it's called. What's it called, Kenny? And he just can't make it. He's on a business trip, so I'm not going to be on his channel tonight either. So I figured we'll come in here. We'll talk about Shark Week. We'll talk about it, and we'll talk about just what's going on in general. I'm just checking in with everyone. So yeah. So what's going on, guys? Did anyone watch Shark Week on the Discovery Channel? I said the other day on my stream, I record it and I watch, bits and pieces of it. It's just, there's a lot of sharks. There's a lot of stuff there. So there's a lot of cool stuff. Let's talk about my starring role in my new movie. Okay. Oh, yes, that's right. There's a movie coming out called The Meg. And Meg is, we always talk about Meg. And hey, Haley, what's going on? So Meg hit 500 subscribers. I think she's at 550. Congratulations on 550 now, Meg. That's awesome. Congratulations. So I have not watched it. Oh, it's Shark Week on the Discovery Channel. Yeah, it's great. I love the shows and everything. There was one guy on there that I really loved. His name was Dewey, and they made like a dummy shark. I don't know if you guys saw this a couple years back. I don't know if Dewey's back this year because they brought him back because this guy's gold. He is Shark Week gold. So they put him on a dummy, like I don't know what it was, like a dummy seal or dummy something that was floating. It was dummy, and he was laying on top of this, and they wanted to see the reactions of the shark with this guy Dewey. And if I've never laughed so hard when you saw he was like a surfer kind of dude, and it was made out of like plastic, and it was nowhere, nothing between the shark and Dewey. And it's just I don't remember details. This is about a year or two back, and it's definitely 2 years back. And Dewey's awesome. So I don't know if they brought Dewey back or not, but he was awesome. So Alpha Trio are doing well. Looking forward to tonight's stream. I don't think Kenny's not streaming tonight. I don't think, right? Alpha Traveler 1. I don't think unfortunately, he can't make it tonight. So he's going to be back a little late. Excuse me. I'm drinking some lemonade here. But yeah, he was doing, I forget what Kenny's not answering here. I forget what he was going to go over tonight, but and I was excited about it. I was going to try to come on with him and everything, but I think he's moving it to next week. What's up, Brandon? How's it going? If you guys didn't see yesterday, I did a live. I'm not liking my mustache here. Sorry. That's what I'm trying to get over. I shaved yesterday. I don't know what's going on. Brandon, my friend, and Adam, my other friend, we did a live stream, a hangout, Google Hangout on Jaws. I hope you guys saw it. If you didn't see it, I think that one's worth definitely a rewatch. And I did watch more of Jaws last night. I did watch more of the behind the scenes. I didn't get it because I've seen all Jaws, of course. I haven't seen the behind the scenes. And it was amazing just to remember how they have with Jaws, they have different things on Martha's Vineyard where at the 40th anniversary and all the different things. They have reunions about Jaws and going there and everything. And I guess they called it, like I said yesterday, Amity, because you don't want, if you're a tourist town, you don't want that stick, Martha's Vineyard is where Jaws is going to be. You know what I mean? But everyone knows it's there and everything. But I guess it was a smart decision that they didn't call it Martha's Vineyard. So that's where they filmed a lot of stuff. What's up, Matt? What's going on? So I just want to thank you guys for supporting me too. I had a fun week. So, I kind of came up with the idea. To be honest with you, I came up with the idea like just maybe last week. It wasn't really a huge planned thing for Shark Week. And I wanted to thank Caesar for my amazing thumbnails. I don't see him here yet, so I'm sure he'll pop in. But thank you so much, Caesar Himty. I'm going to put that guy to work. He's awesome. I think he's a great graphic designer and everything. So he made my Shark Week buttons. I really wanted to use this one, and I had a recap thing on there, but it was blocking his graphic and everything. So I just used this graphic. So we're just wrapping up. It just wrap up over the graphic, but I wanted to just wrap up Shark Week, talk about my videos. And thank you guys for checking it out and everything. And thanks Caesar for making those amazing thumbnails. This guy, he's really talented. He's really good. So, so June 29th, a couple weeks ago, the New York Aquarium, and it's cool. I'll be honest with you. I've been finding, I got to find, I put the box away, but I've been finding those small little tapes, those little mini DV tapes. And I've been converting, I'm literally converting, I'm converting Dinosaur right now from Animal Kingdom. They're from about 15 years ago because I haven't really used these DV tapes in a while. So I'm converting a lot of my more Disney stuff, more attraction stuff, more, home movies. My son's, my son's 13 now, like the day he was born, the week he was born. So, hey, Dean, what's going on? Welcome in. So yeah, I'm finding a lot of cool stuff and a lot of cool theme park stuff. I had a stack like this of theme park tapes and everything. So I'm really excited. I took a picture of it the other day. Let's see if I can find the picture. All the tapes I found, all the theme park tapes. So I'm converting. I can't find it. But trust me, those little DV tapes, a stack of them. So I'm really excited. No sharks. We're just talking here, Kitty. Kitty can't handle sharks. So I was going to make the topic today, who's afraid of sharks, and discuss sharks and all that kind of stuff. But I don't want to talk about who's afraid of sharks or anything. So welcome, Kitty. Welcome, everyone. So yeah, I came up with the idea because I really like sharks, but I really like the New York Aquarium. And as I was saying, I found a mini DV tape. I found two interesting DV tapes. I found one where I flew with my friend's dad, and we flew around New York City, which you can't really do anymore since 9/11. This was post 9/11. And I got a really cool skyline, really cool shots of the World Trade Center before, it met its demise. And I think it was maybe that year beforehand. And, unfortunately, I'm lucky I got to do that. Drove up the coast. I'm from New Jersey. Drove up the coast, went down over the Statue of Liberty, over the World Trade Center, and then, saw the Empire State Building, came back again. And you just can't do that. I don't think they have that flight pattern anymore. I don't think, obviously, because when the planes flew into the Trade Center, I just don't think they allow that anymore. So that was really cool. And then another one, time changes everything. That I went to the New York Aquarium, and I have footage. I might even post this too. The New York Aquarium before Hurricane Sandy demolished it all. So it was really cool. There was a lot of cool things in there I really liked. So I think I want to, believe it or not, I want to do another New York Aquarium from Sandy's been, 6 years now, something like that. So I'm going to post that too. So there's Kenny. Hey, Kenny, I don't think you're going live tonight because they were excited to see your stream, right, Kenny? And what were you going to talk? What are you talking about next week? I forgot the product. So because I had it, but I don't think he's going. He's not going live, so he's on a business trip. So, but yeah, it was great to see the aquarium before it was, and then now talking about Shark Week. My little recap here. I did go to the New York Aquarium, and they just opened up. They're fixing it up. They're redoing everything. So they opened up attraction called, if you haven't seen it yet, Ocean Wonder sharks. So, but my only gripe is, they kind of tell you, they don't tell you that the admission price for the aquarium is half price for the summer. So they make it a summer special because, to be honest with you, this shark exhibit in the New York Aquarium is phenomenal. It's really awesome. But that's really all they have. They have a cool aquarium when you walk in. They have, the day we went, unfortunately, is a little behind the scenes thing. It was lightning. It was a bad storm and everything. Hey, Corey, what's going on? But they have like an outdoor show, and that was canceled because of the thunder showers and the rain and everything. So I want to go to the aquarium. I went to one in January. Amazing. Yeah, I love aquariums. I'll be honest with you. Obviously, I love sharks. I love fish. I love all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, there wasn't much open because that part was closed. And then they had the part that was along the sea by the boardwalk, that was demolished by Sandy. That's still not open. But they were always planning on redoing the shark thing, but Sandy really made them redo the shark thing. So they redid the shark thing. And that was really, that's open, the front part and the shark part. And then there was another part where there's like eels and stingrays, and there was a bunch of different turtles that they closed again. That didn't get demolished, but they're redoing that. So this aquarium is going to be really, really good. Hey, Matt, thank you for that. Matt said I'm the best. But oh, cool. Dean saying there's a virtual reality shark attack coming to the Mall of America. Cool. That's cool. Yeah, definitely. But what was I going to say? Yeah, so most of the aquariums closed. This amazing. I don't know if you guys saw. I got a lot of views. I got 166 views on the Shark Week, the New York Aquarium, the new shark exhibit. It's really cool. But yeah, it's amazing. It's a display. But unfortunately, you got to go in just knowing that there's that shark. Just that. You know what I mean? There's a couple outdoor displays which we didn't really get to see because it was lightning storm, and then it cleared up later, and we got to go around Coney Island and everything. But yeah, unfortunately, that was a negative. That was a big negative. That all that was there was the shark thing. But it was cool. I went on a Sunday. It opened up the 29th, and I went like 2 weeks later, right after it opened, and it was slam packed already. It was a rainy day and on a Sunday. I didn't realize Coney Island has free parking, so I think that was a negative too, because a lot of people are there because of the free parking. So you can park whatever you want for free. There's no meters or anything. I didn't know that, but that was a tip. But it was great. You walk in. If you saw the video too, definitely check out the video. You walk in, and it kind of reminded me of SeaWorld, their shark exhibit. You go in the SeaWorld shark exhibit, and you're on a conveyor belt, and you move, and it's a dome, and you look around. But this is the entrance. It's not on a conveyor belt. You walk in. If you saw the video, and there's some scuba divers there cleaning and everything, and the guy was waving and everything. I kind of spooked him out. This is kind of cool behind the scene thing I'm doing here. I kind of spooked out the guy with the bald guy with the thing, because I filmed him like 3 or 4 times because I wasn't really happy the way it came out first. So it was kind of funny that the guy was he kept looking at me funny. He's like, "What is this guy filming me for?" So that was kind of a funny thing. Is if you go back and see that bald guy underwater there, and he's like waving at me. I think that might have been a first or second take, but I think he got a little mad at me. But whatever. And I did the intro, and they were cleaning and everything. So it was really funny that I saw that guy. And I kept filming him, and he, like I said, I don't think he was thrilled, but it was cool to see that entrance was just phenomenal. It was so amazing. Like you first walk in and you see the bubbles coming up, and you're kind of submerging in to this. It is cool the way they have it. Like it's if you think about it, if you watch the video, I don't think I captured it to see how it actually works, but you walk in and you see the bubbles going up, and like it seems like you're going underwater in the room where you walk in. And then you turn the corner, you can't see it. And then you walk down that hall with the big dome, and you can see fish everywhere. And it's pretty long. It's about 60, 70 feet long that you walk, and you see that tank. And it's a very cool tank that, you're looking up at it. I don't know if you guys ever saw the one in SeaWorld or if you saw my video, you look up at this tank. It's just amazing to see all the different sea life and the sharks and everything. It was really cool. And it was very educational. They showed different parts of the shark and the skeleton system, and I'll even play my video here. So, and it is in Coney Island. Like I said, the cyclone is here, and then the aquarium is right here. So in my first opening shot, you see the cyclone, and behind that is all the rides in the amusement park. And this aquarium has been here about 100 years. It's been there forever. So you walk in. And yeah, this, like I said, just opened June 29th. So it's brand new exhibit, and I thought it was really cool. I'm just catching up here. So you turn the corner again. Frankie did go with me. So if you check out, my sons went, but they don't want to be in my YouTube videos. So there's another part where Frankie, I made him go under too. You walk under a tube too for kids, and you can look up into the aquarium. That was really cool too. He did that for me. That was pretty neat. And then I think some of the like the stingrays and the turtles and everything, they're on exhibit there because, like I told you, they're redoing the exhibit across the way there. Because you walk in, the main thing is here, the main entrance and everything, and the original aquarium. Then you walk in along the sides here. Behind that, all that got demolished. We're still redoing that, and the outdoor like seals and sea lions and stuff like that. You can see those. And then over here is the the outdoor show where it's like a dolphin show or whatever show, like a seal show. Then back here was where they had the stingrays and the turtles and the jellyfish and all the like the underwater glowing things. That's under refurbishment now. And then all along the water here is where the shark exhibit is. So that's pretty cool. Hey, Kingdom Times, what's going on? AJ, what time is it over there in Long Island? I apologize. AJ, I hope you know the hope you know the joke behind that. Like I just was getting to meet you and see you and checking out your channel and everything. And I would have swore someone said you were from the UK. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't even, obviously, if I looked at your channel, I would notice you weren't British and you weren't from the UK. So in my head, I thought you were British. So and then I checked out your channel. I found it really funny that obviously you're not British and you live probably about 10 minutes from me in Long Island here. So that's my running joke with the Kingdom Times. I'm always going to ask them what time it is because yeah, AJ is on Long Island with me too. It's so funny. So, but now I ask, hey, what time is it over there? Because I for some reason I thought he was British, but I made a mistake. I'm a little flaky, so if you guys notice that, I do say some funny stuff once in a while. So, but I embrace it. I think it's funny. So, I think it's too funny. So anyway, back to my story here. So, that one part there, and then they have another tank where you kind of follow it around, and the tank is round. It's kind of cool because you could follow the sharks and the stingrays and stuff like that, and the turtles. You can see them in that round motion because you're rounding the corner to go to the other part. And then in that second part there, if you look up, I don't think I conveyed this well. You look up and you see it's like you're going in a shipwreck. Those different parts are a shipwreck, and then there's a couple beams up there, and then you're looking up into a tank where there's just random fish swimming under there, and you're kind of going in a ship, like a shipwreck, and then you turn the corner and it's called, where the main shark tank, like there's a huge, it's like an IMAX size screen, like really wide and everything, where they have the main sharks, which is amazing. That's called Hudson Canyon's Edge. And that's where the sharks are and everything. And I got a couple shots of the wide shots that you kind of see what it is. And it is amazing to see these sharks real mellow, real quiet. You can be like, you're 2 inches from these sharks. You would literally walk up to the tank and everything. So it was pretty amazing to see these sharks in action. And then right after that, you could kind of, I don't know if you kind of got it, but there's a part where there's, something about the world, conservation and pollution and trash and garbage and plastic and stuff like that. So there's a part where there you do see plastic and stuff. You look down, the sharks are behind there. And I think they even superimpose garbage over that. And there's a kids thing where they stomp on the garbage and everything. And there's just a, it's the gift shop. And then they have like, it's cool. They have where it's like an educational thing at the end there. So it's pretty awesome. Then we went to, it was, we went to Wahlburgers, which is awesome in Coney Island. And we walked through Nathan's where they have the hot dog eating contest. So, and then they have the amusement park and just the big wheel, Cyclone, all that stuff. I filmed all that stuff. I'm going to be doing, next week, I'm going to be publishing my Coney Island video. So I shot there too. So, but yeah, so definitely check that out. I'll be posting that. The Wahlburgers, I think it's going to be one video. It's not much there. It's pretty small, but they have a cool view upstairs. And then the other video I'm going to do is just Coney Island and everything. They really built up a lot of stuff there, and it's pretty cool to see all the different stuff at Coney Island. So that was day one of my Shark Week. Day two, my channel. If you guys check out my channel, I like to do a lot of extinct videos, and that was my idea for Shark Week. I wanted to kind of incorporate, original videos, an extinct video, and then some live videos to do my Shark Week. So I thought that was kind of pretty cool. I thought it came out pretty cool. So the second one I did was, and I've been looking for this tape a lot. My friend Matt Lake, he's my mod here. He asked for Jaws. He asked for a couple different things, and I found the tape. I was looking for it, and going into Shark Week, I could not find it. So I did find the mini DV tape, and I did have Universal, and I did have the Jaws attraction from Orlando. And I was so glad I found it, and it came right in time for Shark Week. So that was a last minute thing, a last minute find. It was pretty crazy. So I found the Shark Week video, and then there's Jaws in California in their backlot tour, and I had a video of that. I had a video of that existing too, but I wanted to kind of show the Jaws ride in Orlando that's now closed. Rest in peace. It's the extinct ride. And then I wanted to show Jaws from the tour from Universal Studios Hollywood. He's very mellow. He's been around forever. He's been there forever. Probably since the 70s, I think. And, growing up on TV, and I was just watching that special the other day. They had like all different shows and movies and stuff like that filmed in that Jaws thing. And when I was a kid, I was never going to California. It was amazing to see, Frankie's on vacation, Matt. I mentioned it earlier. So he's at the beach today. So I couldn't, I just figured I'd go live because I had the slot here because everyone's used to be going live. So definitely hit that like button. I got 10 likes. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. But yeah, I just growing up in TV and stuff and seeing all these different movies and all these different, they filmed a lot on that backlot. The backlot tour was kind of like a running thing that a lot of movies and TV shows did. So I always wanted to see that Godzilla. So it was pretty amazing. The original Orca was there too on the backlot, which got destroyed. Hey, Dawn, what's going on? Got destroyed after a while, which was kind of sad. So I'm sorry, Matt, that you heard some bad news. He's just saying, I don't know what the deal was. But yeah, it was great to see the ride. It was great to see I put both Jaws on there. So I think it was pretty cool to see both Jaws attractions on one of my extinct videos. And then in June, my family went to Wildwood, New Jersey. And that day, it was really bad weather out. This is my third video for Shark Week, the Jenkinson's Aquarium. This used to be one of my clients. I don't know if you guys know, I have a multimedia company, and I do websites and webcams and all that kind of stuff, and photography and video and everything. And these guys, Jenkinson's, I used to do their nightclub website, and I used to do their aquarium website. So I haven't been there in a long time, and I know that it's a nice aquarium. But Wildwood, New Jersey is way south New Jersey. Point Pleasant, New Jersey is more north. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours, about an hour and a half north. And it's funny because in Wildwood, and there's two different weather patterns. And it was really bad weather in Wildwood. It was pretty nice in Wildwood, in Point Pleasant, New Jersey, where this Jenkinson's Aquarium is. So that day we drove up, went to the Jenkinson's Aquarium. Thanks, Kenny. Hit that like button. Thanks. I got a couple more there. Thanks, guys. And we went to the Jenkinson's Aquarium, and I filmed it and I vlogged it. And I'm enjoying doing these because I've never filmed stuff for YouTube, and now I'm filming stuff directly for YouTube, which is kind of cool. So I filmed this just for a video. And so I did that other aquarium. I said, hey, I have that Jenkinson's Aquarium. I can include this in Shark Week as well. So I filmed this, and it's just straightforward, just smaller aquarium. My client, what I did was I had a penguin cam for them, so you can go on their website. I think they have one now, but I did one back in the days. And I have a couple sharks. It's not a very big aquarium, but it has a very cool like sunken ship in the middle. It reminds me kind of like of the Goonies, if you see that in the video. And they do have some sharks, so they score points for that. But just another cool little video I shot for YouTube. So I thought I'd include that too. So that was pretty awesome. And then, like I said, me, Brandon, and Adam did a Google Hangout yesterday. Hope you guys saw it. It was really good. We talked about Jaws, the Jaws ride, Jaws in general, and everything. So it was really cool. So if you guys checked it out, and definitely, I appreciate you checking out my shark videos and everything. But yeah, it was just a great week with Shark Week. So I got my little cup here. I need a shark cup. So what's going on? What's everyone doing this weekend? Anyone going to aquarium? Anyone going to see some sharks? Anyone celebrating Shark Week with me? This is it. I promise this is the last Shark Week thing I'm talking about. So I just wanted to give you a little bit. Oh yeah, D&G Explorers. That's right. You guys going to go live today? I am a mod for D&G Explorers. Those guys are great. And I could come on your live stream today too. Let's promote your live stream, D&G. I know you guys were going to Disneyland today, so that's cool. They're doing some cool stuff. But I just send me a message on Twitter, and I'll come on and I'll help you guys mod. So they're going to be doing a live stream. Definitely check out D&G Explorers. Definitely check out Alpha Traveler. He's my partner channel. Drop That Rope, Alpha Traveler, and RobFuz were partner channels. So definitely check us out. And definitely check out all these people here. If you guys don't, Steve's World has a really good channel. I'm enjoying Steve's stuff. Alpha Traveler, Meg. Check out Prodigy Smash. Check him out on Twitter. He's got a good Twitter. Mickey's Magic, so they've got a great channel. Kitty from New World Travel Monkeys was here. That's a great channel too. They just went on vacation. Haley and Corey have a great channel there. Go check out their channels. Definitely check out everyone here. If I missed you guys, just do a shout out here. I'll give you a little shout out. But yeah, I appreciate everyone for coming in and everything. So yes, 3:30 Pacific time. So 6:30 here. Yeah, I'll try to get in there. It's about the time I eat dinner, but I'll check it out and I'll definitely check it out and promote it too. If you didn't tweet it or whatever, I will definitely. And Alpha Kenny is a mod too. So Kenny, I don't know if you saw it. I didn't see your answer, but you're not going live today, right? We talked about this. So if you're not subscribed, yeah, check them out. Yeah, check out their future streams. But I think Kenny's traveling today, so he's not having to stream. But next week. I think it's TubeBuddy. I just thought of it now. He was going to go over TubeBuddy, which I'm excited about. I want to check out TubeBuddy. So yeah, that's really it. I just came on. It's the Frankie Friday. I think we're going to be doing Frankie Friday next week. I just told him to relax, have fun. I'm sorry Frankie couldn't make it today. You guys were asking. His parents are off. So yeah, he's at the beach today. So hopefully he's checking out sharks at the beach. Or not checking out sharks at the beach. Yeah, he's Kenny's in Chicago O'Hare Airport. He's coming back from Chicago to go back to Atlanta where he lives. So yeah, so he said he's not going to be able to make it on time. So but next week, hopefully I can join him. He'll be doing a live stream. And the following Friday, Kenny, I think I could definitely join you too. So I'm going to be trying to do some collaborations with my partner channel there, Alpha Traveler. Started up next week. Yep, I'm cool. I'm excited about it, Alpha Traveler. Here's some great streams. Kenny's a great guy. If you don't subscribe to Alpha Traveler's channel, it's in the links below. He's one of my partner channels. So he's just a great guy, great mod, great person. He try to help people out and everything. Steve's World's doing the 3 crayon challenge with my niece this weekend. Cool. I hope you live stream it or videotape it. The 3 crayon challenge, it's just funny. My 8-year-old, now 8-year-old, he was 7 a couple weeks ago when we did it, but he just turned 8 the other day. Happy birthday, John. And he there's a 3 marker challenge. We don't have really good markers, so we did a 3 crayon challenge. And me and him did emojis, some Disney characters, and some Mario characters, I believe. And it was just fun. And my wife we just did a 2-minute thing, and you have to pick random colors, and it's just goofy. So just out about if we go live sometime soon to join us, yeah, I'll definitely join you. Yeah, definitely. If you need to if you want to make me a mod doing too, I can help you guys out. No problem. It's good to have a couple mods because if they can't make it, whatever. It's good to have someone. Photo Gear Fun just changed my channel name. Is from Bull City Pictures. Oh, okay. I was wondering who Photo Gear Fun was. Hey, Bull City Pictures, good people. I know he supports Morty a lot, and he's a sponsor over there, so that's cool. Welcome, Photo Gear Fun, aka formerly Bull City Pictures. That's awesome. Welcome. I was wondering what that name was. So I was like, "Who's this new guy?" So, Pirate Princess Red, welcome. Hope everyone's good. Hope if I didn't say your name, I'm sorry about that. Give a little shout out there. So thank you for joining me. So. Yeah, no problem. Steve's World says Star Wars. I guess they're doing a 3 crayon challenge on Star Wars. So that's cool. But the funny thing is, like, my son had more practical colors. We had really obscure colors. So when we did it, it's fun. So I do little doodles and vote for me and all the goofy fun stuff too. So I just thought it was fun. So and then my wife she picked the winner. So I just thought it was just a fun little thing. And to do it live, it was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm having a lot of people hitting that like button. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. So 15 likes. I appreciate it. It's cool that you're uploading so many videos. I think that's to me, Ruth, but thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just it was just Shark Week. I had a lot of stuff, and there's some stuff I'm filming, and there's a lot of I just found a vault of new theme park stuff, so I'm excited to post some stuff. So if it's similar to ones I have, I'm not going to probably post it, but I'll try not to. But a lot of this stuff is you see them in different years and different things. I think it's just cool to look back, and a lot of this stuff I filmed as a kid is not there anymore. They're just all the theme park stuff is way different, especially Universal, especially obviously Disney World. A lot of different stuff I filmed. So hope to be finishing and editing some stuff on my own. I'm gonna try to post about 1 or 2 videos a week and do like 1 live stream, and then drop that rope. Thanks, Kenny. If you see that, if you haven't subscribed to Drop That Rope, we're gonna be doing more content over there. I did a couple Google Hangouts there, And we're just going to do them. I'm about 200 subscribers over there. So if you haven't done that, please go over to drop that rope and subscribe to that too. I appreciate it. So, all right, guys, I just wanted to do a quick little thing. Frankie's not here. Hopefully next week I'll have Frankie back. We'll do Frankie Friday. So he's people love seeing Frank. He's awesome. So I'm inspiring him to do some more stuff. Hey, Arjons, what's going on? Disney legend Arjons. I'm going to take credit for the Disney legend, Richard. So I always put Arjons Disney legend hashtag Disney. I do a hashtag Disney legend and Arjons. If you haven't subscribed to Arjon's channel, he has no content. It's kind of a running gag that he has so many subscribers. Richard, what are you at now? How many subscribers do you have? I'm just curious. So he has no content on his channel. So when he said once he hits 1,000 subscribers, he is going to do a live stream. So I want to get him to 1,000 subscribers. I always support Arjons, and he takes pictures for me. 435 subscribers, no content. Disney legend Arjons. He's amazing. And you got to get some t-shirts. You got to get some merching on the thing. It's too funny. Yeah, I'm doing really well with subscribers. I'm really happy. So I had that big surge. I had like 500 in like a week, and now I've gotten about 30, 40 since that big surge. So all good. All right, guys. I just wanted to do about a half hour. I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys so much. I think I'm at 2,000 hours. If you guys could do my watch time, if you could let my videos run, that'd be awesome as well. And thank you guys so much for checking in. We'll be back for Frankie Friday next week and check out some videos. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks. Dun dun
Dun
dun
dun
dun
dun
dun
dun
dun
dun
dun
dun
dun
dun dun dun
got
dun.
notifications. We are live, brother. Dun
That was so
dun
bad.
Dun 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 dun. I'm not doing that plinky plonky bit anymore.
What is up, you guys?
Hey, Sam or Rob 26.
That's my nephew.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Hey, Corey, what's
My
going
nephew.
on, brother? Corey's
Hey,
going
son.
live later. Definitely check him out.
Hey, Corey. Is it Corey Fiasco?
Very good. Well, welcome, nephew. Welcome. What's
Right,
up,
which-
the live place? R. John's the legend, Disney legend. What's up,
Hey,
everyone?
Dean. Hey,
Oh, I
Richard.
forgot to bring him in, too. Boo-doo.
Who, R. Johns? Or the shark?
What's up, everyone? Let's welcome to the RobFuz Shark Week Hangout. The one, the only Adam. What's up, brother? Congratulations. If you guys don't know, Adam just hit 100 subscribers on his channel, and he got his unique name. So go ahead. Let's plug it, Adam, right off the bat. Let's do it.
Okay, so it's youtube.com/Adamsland. So Adamsland, all one word. So yep, youtube.com/Adamsland. So welcome. Thanks for having me on the stream, Rob. It's an honor to be on here. Loved yours, massive fan, and I'm celebrating still my 100. So.
Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only Brandon, the man. What's up? Prodigy Smash on Twitter. What's up, my man?
All right, before I drop my links, Rob, you love that shark. You're having too much fun with that shark.
Too cool. So people know I love sharks from my Facebook page. So someone on one of my runaway tourist trips gave me this. I forget who it is. I apologize. So, and I said, "Ooh, I got that guy." So look at this. I got the official Shark Week shirt right here. I don't wear it too much, but I'm wearing it today, and I got my shark going here. I'm having way too much fun, guys.
Brandon's
way too much fun.
Brandon's camera is not working.
Oh, what happened, Brandon? Hey, he's there. He's here. I see him. He's back.
Okay, so links are down in the description below.
Yes, they are.
Check out my Twitters if you guys don't mind. And yeah.
No. Brandon's camera is definitely not working on YouTube. Well, I'm looking at the stream now and the live chat.
Rob,
And Brandon's camera is not working.
Maybe go on and
you
off
had
again.
one job.
I know. Go on and off again, Brandon. I think this happened last time. We're getting it. We're new to this Google.
We always have technical difficulties. So
You have to display me, right?
RobFuz in the house. What's up, Miguel? What's up? Hey, go out and come back again. Let's try this. We're getting there. We're new at the Google Hangout. Here he goes. He's gone. He will come back. So what's up? How's that? Is that better, guys? Is he back? Is the man back? Brandon, Prodigy Smash on Twitter.
Tested, Brandon.
Star Wars Hangout.
Test. I'm back.
It looks like he's back. He's back.
Hey.
Cool. All right, so everyone, this is Brandon. Definitely give your plug for your Twitter channels there, buddy.
Links are in the description below. I run my regular Prodigy Smash account. And then I run a Star Wars Corner account. It's a Star Wars account. It's called at the Star Wars Corner. At the SW Corner. I run it with a couple. You're having too much fun with that, Rob.
I am. Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt.
I run it with a couple friends. They're great guys, and yeah. I'm also representing today. I got my official Resort TV 1
nice
shirt the other day.
I commented the other day. I like the color on it. Very nice. Resort TV.
Dude, it is so comfortable.
Yeah, very cool. Spread shirt, right? I love their shirts.
Yeah.
Very good. So what's up there? Adam, you're off. Adam's a filmmaker. Oh, there he is. Bring up that beer there, Adam.
I'm just responding to the live chat as well at the same time. I'm keeping an eye on that, making sure everything's running smoothly. So if you see me just kind of drift out.
Very good.
Yeah.
He's got to drift out to go talk to the comments. So too funny. What are you drinking, Adam?
I'm drinking a John Smith's bitter. So
nice.
Yeah. So that's usually my drink, my tipple if I'm having a beer. So.
Very nice. Thanks, Ruth.
Yeah.
Ruth might have gave me this shark. Ruth, did you give me the shark? Someone gave me the shark on one of my trips. So I don't remember. So I'm sorry if it was you. So I don't think it was her. Maybe it was. I don't remember. Possibly. So what's going on? Adam, I've seen Jaws every summer for the last 5-6 years at least. And I've seen it probably like 10 times before that. But it's just been a tradition to start watching Jaws every August, and now it's July. So Shark Week is in July now. So I kind of watch it a little earlier now. So I kind of do it in July too. So but yeah, I've seen that movie so many times. And I know Adam just rewatched it yesterday.
And today. So I rewatched it last night and again today with Ebony.
You did say that to me. That's awesome. Very cool.
It's the first time Ebony's seen it. So yeah. So I thought I've been a fan of Jaws since I was like 5 or 6 years old. So we're going back, sort of 30, 31 years, something like that. So yeah, so it's a film that I grew up on. I loved it. I don't watch it as regularly as you do, but whenever it's on, I make the time to sit down and watch it. And so Ebony had a fascination, maybe a morbid curiosity with sharks, and so I said, "There's this film Jaws, you've got to check it out." So I managed to persuade her to watch it, and yeah.
Not everyone knows who Ebony is. Explain who Ebony is.
Well, I can do one better. Just bear me 1 second. Ebony, come here.
There she is. This is cool. And this is cool. I want to see this. Hey, Ebony, tell her I said hi.
So here's Ebony.
How's it going?
This is my daughter. She's got. Say hi.
Hi.
And you're going to appear on YouTube in a second as well. So yeah, so this is Ebony from Ebony's Little Channel. So that's all separate words. Ebony's Little Channel. You can go and check out her channel as well. Yeah, and yeah, you just watched Jaws for the first time today, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
A bit.
A bit. Was it scary? Yeah. So she found it a little bit scary. She doesn't like the scene where Quint gets got. So, but yeah, other than that, yeah, she likes.
Doesn't get either.
She does like.
To be honest, I don't think anybody likes that scene.
Yeah, it is. I told her it was like probably the most graphic scene of the film. So.
Yeah, definitely. So I was just curious, and Ebony, I apologize. How old are you? I know about what age you are, but
8.
So I was just wondering what an 8-year-old thought of it in 2018.
Did you like it? Did you think it was good?
Was it good? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because when it came out, I was about 7 or 8 when it came out myself. Actually, that's how long ago it came out. So I was just curious how it held up over the years. So,
well, I mean, was it 1975 it came out?
It's 75, 76, I believe.
Yeah. So yeah, I was figuring that out before, and I was like, wow, this is like 42, 43 years old now, which is scary. Like, it's mad to think, but it's I mean, it's a testimony of how good the film is, because it's definitely stood the test of time. And there have been a lot of imitation films, a lot of other shark films that have gone in slightly different directions over the years, but I don't think any of them can stand up to Jaws.
Never,
not even with today's digital kind of era of technology and special effects, digital effects. They still can't stand up to the realism of Jaws, I think, and the way they portrayed it. I thought it was fantastic. So
yeah. I was fascinated, when I think it was the 40th anniversary where they remastered it and they put it on Blu-ray, and it just that movie looks like it was just made maybe 10 years ago, not 40 years ago. I think they did an amazing job with the technology. Mm-hmm. Definitely holds up with movies now. Brandon, how old were you when you first saw the movie?
This is going back. I think I was six at the time. Okay. And I literally had nightmares of that scene.
Yeah.
I had nightmares. I'm kidding. I kid you not. I had nightmares, but but over time, I learned to love the film. John Williams, the composer, he is a god.
Yeah.
He makes the best film scores ever. And yeah.
Yeah, I was watching, I have to look at the title. The Shark is Still Working. There's a documentary on it. I know Adam watched it. Brandon's going to watch it soon. He didn't get a chance to watch it yet, but
I watched it last night.
It just really analyzed. You got to remember too, back then they didn't have the summer blockbuster. This was, I believe, this was the first summer, one of the biggest first summer blockbusters there was.
This was the film that defined the summer blockbuster.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this was the one that, I don't think Universal anticipated it to be as big as it was,
right.
The demand to see it was insane. Not just in America, but globally, even after it was released. So
yeah, I think they even released it the next summer too. I think because it did so good. It was just a good summer movie, And I was watching like just the element with John Williams, of course, Brandon, you're right. The element of I was just watching the documentary before we got on. The element of that poster, the shark coming up, the iconic shark coming up to eat the person, that was just amazing. They marketed and they made it where it was only a limited run to make people stand in line. That was a brilliance because they made, the news showed people standing in line, the demand, everything that people want to go see this movie. Like they built that anticipation. So the music, the poster, the ad campaign, they had that guy who sounded like this, the most important movie ever. Like they were interviewing that guy and everything. It's amazing.
Yeah, I think the artwork is phenomenal because it's so basic, yet it does exactly what it says on the tin. Someone swimming, massive, massive shark, below them. That's, it just, you don't need words. You don't need any kind of, caption. It's, you just see that and you instantly know that swimmer's in trouble, and it's a film worth watching. So, yeah.
What do you guys think about the Meg that's coming up? The movie, The Meg.
I think you even asked me about it last week, and I'm like, oh yeah, I just didn't see it. I didn't realize what the deal was, and then yesterday, I actually went and saw the trailer. It's short for Megalodon or whatever, shark, whatever. Is that what it's for?
Yeah, it's the Megalodon. So yeah, in fact, the Meg poster artwork, they've kind of mimicked the Jaws artwork, where you've got somebody in the water. I think they're slightly below, like a diver, right. And then you've got what looks like a great white shark swimming up, and then just below the great white shark, you've got the Jaws and the Megalodon to kind of show the size comparison. So it's kind of like a mimicking of the Jaws poster artwork, which is a great idea. I think it's not a rip off of it. It's just it's showing what the Meg is supposed to be. So yeah.
Well, it's interesting in the documentary that they didn't sell the rights. That it was like a novelist kind of did the paperback version of Jaws, and then he just did it for Universal too, and he never really, I don't think he got any money for it, which is pretty sad. It's been so iconic, and you're right, even to that movie they copy it, and it's just been like political satire and Mad Magazine and The Simpsons, and everyone's parried that Jaws coming up and everything. So it is crazy, so.
I'm just going to hop over to the chat for 1 second because DizneyDan's on, and DizneyDan said Adam always has a drink with the stream. Yes, that's true, I do. And then DizneyDan, a Disney Life for me, and Sam, your cousin, have all said hey to Ebony. So say hello.
Hello.
Hey Ebony, what did you get your father for his birthday? Just curious.
What did you get me for my birthday?
Beer.
Beer.
I love that. I do the answer. I just love that. So.
That's awesome.
I'm not sure what that says about me, but yeah, she got me beer, obviously with the help of Grandma. So
she looks of age. I can't believe they didn't give servers. So that's great. I'm just.
See, I'm really anxious to see the Meg, but I feel like the only reason I'm going to see it is because Rainn Wilson is in it. He played Dwight in The Office.
Right, I saw that. Yeah. Okay, so is the Meg, is it more like Sharknado, or is it more towards Jaws, or is it somewhere in the middle of the two? I don't really know much about it.
Hopefully 100% like Jaws, because Sharknado was terrible.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I don't think it's going to be anything like Sharknado, but I don't think it's going to be anything like Jaws. I think they kind of want it to be like Jaws, but in reality, it's going to be more like the Deep Blue Sea. That's my impression from the trailers, because they've got sort of the comedy timed lines, from one particular character. I don't know what the character is, obviously from the trailer, but one of the characters is always spouting a comedy line here and there. And let's face it, Jason Statham is no Chief Brody. So I don't think the Meg is going to be a Jaws. I would love it to be a Jaws. I'd love to see another shark film, be it the Meg or something else that can stand up to Jaws. After 42 or 43 years of people trying to make an epic shark film, no one else has yet. So yeah, I would love it to be a stand up to Jaws, but I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be more like the Deep Blue Sea, which was okay, but in parts it was laughable as well. So
right, yeah, definitely. So what?
Sharknado. Go ahead.
No, go for it, Brandon. Sorry.
Speaking of Sharknado, hey, it's Shark Week. We gotta bring up Sharknado.
It is Shark Week, definitely. Have you guys watched any Shark Week? Do they have Shark Week in the UK? I don't even know.
yeah, they have it on the Discovery Channel in the UK as well. So yeah.
I'll be honest with you, it's so much. It's so overkill, and I love Shark Week as everyone knows sharks and everything. I kind of record everything, and it just throughout the summer I'll just watch one here, I'll watch some there, and it is a lot, Shark Week. So I just I'll fast forward to some certain stuff, and it seems like there's a lot of good stuff this year actually. So I like the celebrity angle of it. I like all that stuff. So I've been trying to stay a little faithful to Shark Week. So. But yeah, it's exciting, and it always brings me back to Jaws, though. Definitely brings me back to Jaws. So, So what do you love about Jaws, Adam? What do you think? Give you the table for a little bit. What makes it great?
Okay, say bye-bye to everyone.
Bye, Ebony.
Ebony's going to depart and go back and do a thing.
Definitely check out Ebony's channel. I'm going to link it later. I forgot to put it in there, but I'll link it later, honey.
Ebony's little channel. Yeah, I'll post the link up shortly as well. So
Thank
yeah.
you. Bye.
Hi, Ebony.
Thanks. She just backs out. That's awesome. So, Gad, what do you love?
Yeah.
What's the elements of Jaws? We mentioned the music. We mentioned the poster. What do you think?
I just think what makes Jaws for me is it's the ultimate kind of what I like about horror films in general, and I guess Jaws you could class as a horror, sort of thriller horror, is I like a film, or I find a film more terrifying when it's something that's actually real, that's something that could exist. And it's the whole, it sets the scene from the first scene when Chrissy goes into the water swimming at the beach party, and you don't see what's below the surface. You just, it just happens. And that kind of thing it terrified, thousands, if not millions of people for years after that. And
amazing. That's an incredible
it is amazing. Yeah. And don't get me wrong. I mean, I've been to beaches in Florida and other places, and been out sort of bodyboarding in Florida and New Jersey and stuff. And you do get paranoid after a while. You do start to think, what is swimming below me right now? Right. It's something that you definitely can't see, yeah. And it's just, I think that's what I like about the film is its element of realism. The effects aren't overdone. In fact, it was very challenging to get it to what it was. And Spielberg said in that The Shark Is Still Working documentary that he was glad he didn't make it in 2005 because they would have ruined the film. Right. They would have overkilled it. So they're only seeing the shark for so little in the film. And you have to wait 45 minutes, an hour before you see it.
Maybe longer.
And it's
might be
maybe longer. Yeah,
before you even get to it.
That's right, yeah, and it's the whole suspense, it's the whole build-up, it's the whole what is this thing? We know it's a shark, but I mean, when you're finally faced with it, it's terrifying, and it is, like I say, it's the suspense thriller aspect of it. That's what
made it so good. Like in the movie Alien, you don't see the xenomorph until 45, 50 minutes in. That's how you said it's like with the suspense and thriller. You're like, but you don't know what you're going to see.
Yeah,
definitely. You don't see that shark. I did a video project in college, and the project was the teacher of the class. The project was it was an older gentleman, a senior citizen, and he was water skiing. That's the project. And you have to take the footage of him water skiing and edit with something else. And long story short is that I edited this guy water skiing with the Jaws footage. So that's when, and this is 20 something years ago or whatever. And that's where I found out that I went to look for Jaws footage. There's not much in there. That's, there's a couple wide angles. They anchor that thing on him, those yellow things. You see those floating in the water. You really, and the scene where he gets eaten, there's a lot of spoilers here. So if you haven't seen Jaws, you might want to turn it off. But when he gets eaten, you see the shark then. But you're right. Good points, guys. You really don't see him that much, and it's the music, it's the suspense, it's the water, it's the reality that hey, this is Adam. That's a great point. Great point. This could actually happen. Another thing when I was a kid, I had a mask on in the ocean. I was swimming, and I saw a stingray in the ocean. And my God, like if you saw those older TV shows where they run like in fast motion, that's what I just ran on the shore. I was scared as hell. It was just like a stingray or something. It wasn't a shark, but you don't know what's under the water. It's scary.
Would you have little dust mites behind you like in the cartoons?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it was. So it was funny. It's classic. So it was but yeah, that is it reminded me of Jaws, of course. So
yeah, I remember being on a beach it was in Tampa, so it was either St. Petersburg or Clearwater, and this would have been when I was like 16 years old, and I was there with I'd gone on holiday with my best friends and their parents, and we were all kind of swimming, in the water, sort of going out catching waves on bodyboards and stuff, and my best friend felt something brush past his leg in the water. And it wasn't a person because there was nobody near him, and he freaked and he got out of there like straight away. And it wasn't like he said it felt probably more like an eel or something like that, but it was still enough to make him think there's stuff in this water that's with us, And,
crazy. So, was it a shark? Did you guys find that or?
No. I mean, like he said, he said it was probably like an eel because it kind of felt like it went around his leg as well, So it wasn't like but it was enough to make us kind of sort of consider what we were doing in the water exactly. So it does get it's psychologically
freaks you out mentally, 100%. Yes.
Yeah, it psychs you out. So I remember sitting on a beach in New Jersey in Cape May one time, and I was just kind of sitting there, I was chilling out, just minding my own business, and out at sea, I'm going like only a couple of 100 yards out, there was suddenly a bit of thrashing around in the water, and that to me, it looked like possibly a shark had caught something, so that they thrash when they feed, don't they? So that was kind of, like I say, it was a couple of 100 yards out, but you could kind of see it kind of happen only for a split couple of seconds, but it was enough to make you go, whoa, because my bodyboard at the time had a shark on it, and I thought that'll be ironic if I was if I was bitten on a bodyboard with a shark on it, that would be the ironic way to go. So it does make you think about going in, think twice.
Mm-hmm. I literally that's why I never go surfing. I know how to surf, but I never go surfing because of that. I'll go deep sea fishing and all, but no, you don't catch me in that deep water.
Yeah, I have no desire to go in the ocean anymore. I'll be blunt with you. The feet in only. That's it. I'm done. Hey Lisa, what's going on? Michigander man. Hey, our theme life. Hey, my Mike was supposed to be here too, but he had to work. So sorry we couldn't make it, Mike.
Ebony has been on holiday with her mum to Corfu in Greece a few times. And apparently whenever they go to the beach, Ebony refuses to go in the water because she's scared of sharks.
She's really never going in the ocean. I got news for you.
Yeah. So I've just not helped them out. I've just made her watch Jaws. So yeah. But Ebony won't go in the beach water, in the sea. So yeah.
But what's the stats? You're more likely getting hit by lightning or getting into a car accident or getting into a plane crash and getting attacked by a shark. Isn't that like the stats or something they have?
Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think something stupid like that. It's just too funny. Yeah. Mike's just getting ready to leave now. So we'll have Mike another time too, though. Mike's one of our we're 4 minutes into like a pub talk. I think that's what we're going to be doing in the future. Mike's part of the crew here to do the
pub talk too, so. Pub talk is when we'll all have one or two of these lined up. Yeah.
All right. So Brody, Quint, who is a Hooper? I guess Hooper.
Hooper. Yeah, it's definitely Hooper. Yeah.
Hooper. Amazing characters.
That's Quint's main line throughout the whole film is Hooper.
Yeah. Amazing
always.
Yeah. I don't know why. Just amazing cat. Come on, Quint. You see him. He scratches the board. He's cleaning shark teeth. He's like the man to go to. It's just. I'm dying to read the book. I have not read the book. I'll be honest with you. I always attempt to pick it up and start. I'm not a big reader, if you can tell that by me. But I definitely want to read the book because it's darker, it's different. I really want to read it too, but just to see the differences and everything. But the screenwriter who is actually in the movie too. He's like one of the experts on the boat or something, and it's the characters in that movie are just phenomenal. Spielberg. And how old was Spielberg when he made it, Adam? What were they saying?
27.
and it was only his second movie ever. I don't think the first movie came out when he went to make it either.
Yeah, no, it was his second theatrical release. So yeah, and yeah, it's crazy. I didn't like. There's certain things. Sorry, I just got a little fly. Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. There's certain things that that I learned that I really didn't know about the film. Watching that The Shark Is Still Working documentary yesterday, like I didn't realize that it was actually filmed in the Atlantic Ocean. I always thought it was filmed on a safe tank somewhere, you know, and I never realized they actually decided to do a bit of guerrilla style filming on the sea, and it was basically, well, it was all filmed either at sea or on land, so it was all genuine Atlantic Ocean. So apart from the scene. And apologies if this is a spoiler for anyone who.
Well, this is spoiler filled, so if you haven't seen,
spoiler filled. Yeah, so apologies for any spoilers. But apart from the scene where they come across that fisherman's half sank boat, and he goes under the water to kind of check the hull, and the head pops out. You know, that bit was actually filmed in a swimming pool in LA.
Right. I remember. Yeah, the editor's pool. It was in the editor's pool. They said.
Yeah, in the editor's pool. That's right. Yeah. But what I also didn't realize was a lot of the cast and the extras were actually islanders that, you know, where they filmed, where they were based on location. So
Martha's
a lot
Vineyard,
of them had never, Martha's Vineyard. Yeah, they'd never done any acting training or acting school. A lot of them, you know, they just turned up and, you know, were given lines to say, you know, and stuff. You know, a lot of it was ad-libbed, and it was. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of script at the time, was there? So a lot.
We're gonna need a bigger boat was ad-libbed. Yep,
that's the best line ever in that movie.
Best line in the whole boat.
I use that line all the time. Crazy.
Yeah,
but it's such a great movie.
It's when he's chucking the chum in the sea just before you first see the shark as well, and he's like, you know, why don't you come down and chum on some of this, you know, Yeah, and then obviously the shark, and then we're going to need a bigger boat. That whole scene is just amazing.
Perfection. Six weeks to film it. What did it, Adam? You just saw it. It took them 6-7 months to. 6 weeks was in the budget, and it took like 7-8 months, like almost a year.
Yeah, 6 weeks was the budget. Yeah, I think there was a bit where it shows them on set, and it's like day 105 or 135.
Yeah,
and they were meant to film for like 65 days or something like that, you know. So yeah, 6 to 8 weeks. 65
they built
days.
the shark and it didn't work. That was the problem. Like that shark never worked in water or whatever. They had so many problems with it and everything. So,
and that's a reason why they use those, you know, the yellow barrels that you mentioned before. Going back to those, the reason they use those yellow barrels, that wasn't in the storyline originally. Right. But it was because they didn't have a shark, and they were like, we need to have a way of, you know, we need to keep the film rolling, and we need to show where this shark is. So they kind of decided to put that in the film as a, you know, we'll kind of harpoon these barrels onto the shark, you know, to try and keep them above water, or you know, up to the surface. Yeah. And that's why, you know, so they had a point of reference for the shark, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Just, it's sad too. They went Martha's Vineyard. I guess they'll never call it Martha's Vineyard, because then Martha's Vineyard will be the stigmatism that there's sharks there. You know what I mean? But it's sad that also too that the original, the orca, the boats there. I think there was 2 or 3 orcas they used, and one of them just sat there and rotted over the years. And the other one, do you know the history of the other one? Did they?
Yeah. So one was a genuine boat that they had, that was called the Warlock, and then they renamed it. They painted it up and renamed it the Orca. And that was the genuine boat that they used for filming. And then they had a dummy version that they used for the sinking part. The real boat went to Universal Studios in Hollywood at the end of it, at the end of shooting. And Spielberg used to go and visit it sort of every few months. He would go and sit on the boat and just chill out and, you know, think back to his time filming. And then one day it was gone. And I believe the people at Universal Studios, they didn't know what to do with the boat, and they just chopped it up. And Spielberg
threw it out.
Mental. He went mental.
Well, it rotted. It rotted. That's why they got rid of it. So
yeah, and then the other one that they used for the sinking parts, I think somebody from the island kept it. I think did he buy it? I think, and kept it.
Not sure.
But then over years, you know, people would go on sort of pilgrimages to Martha's Vineyard to go and see, you know, the shooting locations, and then they would kind of slowly pillage and pilfer parts of the ship, parts of the boat, to take home and sell it on eBay or keep it for themselves or whatever.
eBay. There's no eBay then.
No, like they did find parts of the boat on eBay for like $1 million.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about the rides. So, there's the Jaws ride in Universal Studios Florida, and then they had in the tram part in Hollywood, where the orca was you're talking about. They had Jaws pop up. I just posted the video on my RobFuz Shark Week. I did both of those videos. Phenomenal rides, one of my all-time favorite rides. It's another thing. It's so funny. Ironically, with the movie, the ride had a lot of problems too over the years. It's been closed for many years and everything, and I do love that ride. So what do you guys think of the rides? Brandon, you've been on Jaws before, right?
Yeah. When I was super young, because they took it out, put stupid Harry Potter land. I mean, I loved the land, but like they replaced Jaws. You can't do that. But overall, I loved the ride. I loved when like the tension's like, wait, this gun's loaded, and then they're like,
it's great. Yeah, it's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Those skippers were awesome. What a job, man! I would have loved him in a skipper, at Amityville. Amity.
Do you know what? As someone that's done sort of acting and film work and stage work and stuff like since I was a kid, that would have been my ideal job. I think acting out that ride. I think I said to you in a private chat the other day, like I think with the Jaws ride at Universal Studios, like I rode it several times on different holidays out to Florida, and your experience of the ride depended on the cast member you got, because some acted it superbly and some maybe not quite so superbly. And yeah, I mean, there's I think we got a home video from like when we went in maybe 1996 or maybe 93, I can't remember. But the cast member, it was a female one, and she was fantastic. She was phenomenal. And probably of all the home movies I've ever seen of the Jaws ride, that she's still the best one I've seen. And there have ridden it other times. It was kind of like, no, it wasn't maybe as good, So, but yeah, I would have loved to have had a go at skippering that ship and doing that ride, in the character that they do it in. That would have been the dream. So.
It still does exist. It's in Tokyo, the one in the Universal Studios in Japan. I guess it's Tokyo, whatever. But it's
I'm off to Tokyo. See you later.
And they just refurbed it, and I had my friend Scott Yukin. He filmed it for me, and he said they're very, very, very strict about putting it on YouTube, broadcasting it, whatever. So he actually shot it for me, and he just put it private for me to watch. And you know what? For scene to scene, it's in Japanese, but it is exactly the one I filmed in, I think it was 93 or 90, whatever. It was pretty much the same exact ride. It's just in Japanese. So if you really want to see it, it's there. And, just like some of the rides are in, Paris and Disney and Universal has some stuff and everything. But this is such a great ride. It was so great. The triple threat of King Kong, Earthquake, and Jaws were just, those three rides were just, and E.T. too. I love this. Another Spielberg. When I was a kid, I love those. They're such great classic rides. And Back to the Future, those.
Back to the Future. E.T. is the last remaining original ride now at Universal Orlando. Yeah. So,
it is.
And it's the only E.T. ride left at any of the Universal Studios parks as well. And they toyed with the idea of getting rid of it. I think at Orlando they were saying, but Spielberg said no, he wanted to keep it. So Spielberg actually asked Universal Orlando to keep the ride there. So for the ET ride, I wish they'd never got rid of Jaws.
I know.
Genuinely, I love the Harry Potter stuff. Don't get me wrong. I think Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade over at Islands of Adventure as well. I think the attention to detail is sublime. It matches anything Disney have done. I think that you can see Universal are chucking all their efforts into the Harry Potter stuff, and that's why they got rid of the Dueling Dragons and they're going for a third Harry Potter ride. But I wish Jaws didn't have to make way for that. It's heartbreaking. Although I do like that they kept like 3 Easter eggs in Diagon Alley to the as a sort of a doff of the cap to the Jaws ride. So
Brandon, what were you saying?
What's weird is just hit me. All of like a good majority of Universal's old rides all consisted of Steven Spielberg's projects.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like Back to the Future was Robert Zemeckis, but Spielberg had part in it.
Yep.
It just now hit me.
Yeah. Spielberg is just, if you guys saw my top 10 movies, like 3 or 4 of them are his movies. And I've loved Spielberg. I've seen all his movies. Growing up and everything, it's unbelievable. So to see, like, he wasn't even, when he made Jaws, he wasn't even Spielberg, he was just a 26-year-old kid, he was just, that they thought they liked his vision and everything. So
have you seen Ready Player One?
I have. I love it. It's great. I was just talking about it today, actually.
I've not seen that one yet.
You have
It's one that I want to see, but I've just not got around to watching it yet. So I'm just looking at the chat. So
and you have to see it 3 times at least, too, right, Brandon? Ready Player One.
So many. No, you gotta see it like 20 times. There are so many references in it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of love for the Back to the Future ride, and a lot of love for Diagon Alley. Mickey's Magic saying Diagon Alley much better than Jaws in in their opinion. So
I've never been to Diagon Alley. I haven't been there yet, believe it or not.
Have you not? Oh, mate, you've got to go and see it.
I've been to the other one yeah, I haven't been to that though. So I definitely I'm dying to get there. So I've been there virtually through live streams, but I have yet to be there. So what else is the chat saying, Adam? I love when Adam goes in the chat there. I apologize to the chat. It's just so much. I'm trying to direct and
DizneyDan said Terminator. Was there a Terminator ride? I don't remember a Terminator ride. Maybe there was.
3D movie. Yeah.
That was a 3D movie. Maybe that's why I didn't remember it so much.
And that got taken out last September.
Yeah.
Wow.
Removed. Yep.
I'm surprised I don't remember that. Then maybe I just never did that attraction.
T2.
So.
Yeah. It's you. Oh man. Terminator 2, 3 is a great.
I remember the original King Kong ride, where the mummy is now. I remember Earthquake, which then became Disaster Movie. I remember Ghostbusters before Twister, and now they're both gone. So I remember a lot of the old stuff at Universal, but I don't remember Terminator for some bizarre reason.
You know what stinks is like all the rides that get replaced are getting replaced with screen rides.
Yep, that's a problem. Yep.
There's no full production going into it. Like Earthquake that turned into I think it was Disaster Movie or Disaster or something, and now Fast and Furious is there, and it's just a screen ride.
Right. It's a copy of the tram ride over, and I didn't realize that but then I've read about it.
Yeah,
it's a tram ride in
bad.
Yeah, Disaster Movie. Last time I rode Disaster Movie, I got called out from the crowd to be one of the, where they get people up on stage and they have to act like they're kind of in an earthquake situation. So
I think I did too.
Yeah,
I remember there's this guy named Ron, and they were hitting on him, and somebody made a joke. They're like, because they made a joke where they were like hating on him pretty bad. They're like, whoa, we can't do that. Yes, we can. We're not Disney World.
That's funny. That's funny. So what else do you guys think? Let's talk about
Megan just said she always wanted to be the gardening granny.
Gardening granny, yeah, it's funny. So what else do you guys think? There was just so much to overcome in that movie that it really is the little movie that could, in my heart, when you see all the stuff they went through and all the issues they had and the problems with the shark and the script and that was Spielberg's first big hit movie.
They didn't have a script, did they? And I think throughout the filming process, Spielberg had to storyboard everything that he wanted to shoot, and Universal wanted to see it and approve it. So what Spielberg and the producers were doing they were doing some mock storyboards, giving them to Universal, and then keeping their own ones back for things that they wanted to put into the film.
Right.
And filming those guerrilla style, kind of, without Universal's approval. And, that's a lot of what made it into the movie is stuff that Universal didn't even approve or sign off,
Yeah,
so it was, I think one of the producers said it was, even though it's a big studio production, it's Universal, it was essentially an independent film masquerading as a studio production, so yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that movie, it's definitely great. And there's another thing too. There's a Jaws podcast too. I've been starting to listen to. It's really good too. If you guys want to check that out, I think it's on episode 6 now or something like that. It's really good. It kind of tells the story of a young Spielberg, how he grew up and how he went into the movie. And I'm only about episode 2 or 3, but Adam, you definitely got to check that out too. I forgot to tell you about that one.
What was that one? Sorry.
It's a podcast called. It's just Jaws. I think it's about Jaws. So I'll look it up as I'm sitting here. So, but it's a Jaws podcast.
Okay.
Definitely check it out. It's called Inside Jaws. It's called. That's what
I'll check that out. I'll check that out. So
yeah. And then this is what it looks like here. That's the logo. If you guys want to take a look, if you look for that. So yeah, that's the podcast. So. And they are on episode. They're on episode 6, so we definitely check it out.
Okay, back in the chat, DizneyDan's asking favorite Jaws. His is Jaws 4, aka the funniest shark movie ever. Is that because Michael Caine's in it? Because Michael Caine's brilliant in that film. I mean, Jaws 3 is the worst one of them all.
It was atrocious.
Oh, it was awful. And I remember being a fan of it as a kid because obviously as a kid I didn't appreciate the quality of the film or the lack thereof. So yeah, and they filmed that one at SeaWorld in Orlando, didn't they? They filmed
did SeaWorld, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I love Jaws 4, Jaws the Revenge. Jaws 2 is okay as well.
Whoa. You love Jaws 4?
Yeah, well, don't get me wrong, it doesn't stand up to Jaws. But yeah, I do enjoy Jaws 4. Yeah, I do enjoy Jaws 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sharknado, anyone?
Yeah. Sure, I've never seen any of the
Let's make this clear, though. Like, Spielberg had zero to do with any of these sequels, right? He had, like, zero. Like, here's Steven Spielberg, here's the sequels. They're like, right? He had nothing to do with them, right?
He would have, well, no, if he was working on it, he wouldn't have any of that. He would not be having that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say hi to... Sorry, I was just going to say hi to Helen, my sister, who's watching as well with Sam. So, yeah. What's going on?
Yeah, but my favorite, like you said, is Jaws 3 because it's first off, it's 3D. Jaws 3D, first off. And that was, when 3D was, oh my God, 3D. It was so gimmicky, so cheesy. Blood was coming at the screen. I have them all. I can't get myself to watch them anymore because they're just all bad. I'll be honest with you. Come on, Jaws 4 is in, a Rasta guy with, Jonathan Cain and what's her name came back for the money. Like, I don't even remember much of it. So
yeah, exactly. I think that's the thing I like about, the sequels is they keep the Brody family kind of largely in,
no. Just the wife, not the Brody family.
Well, no, it isn't, Chief Brody's in, and the kids, I think the whole family are in Jaws 2 as well, aren't they?
They're in Jaws 2.
Yeah, not in 3. I don't think any of them are in 3, are they? But then obviously
in 3. So,
but then it's the wife and the kids are in number 4 as well. It's just Brody's not there. So
right,
Chief Brody.
Right. So I don't know. I think they're all horrible. But I would. My answer, Brandon, have you seen the sequels? You're laughing over there.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, okay. It's cool if you like them. It's like, hey, man, it's cool.
Yeah, unfortunately, but I keep bringing up Sharknado, but I feel like I as much as I don't want to talk about it, I feel like we have to bring it up.
I've not seen any Sharknado.
I've never seen Sharknado, so
you guys are lucking out. It is the worst movie, worst movie ever, other than Jumper.
What are they on? 4 or 5 of them?
Yeah, and they keep going. They just release right to Sci-Fi.
Wait, is Sharknado worse than Piranha 3D?
Yes,
because that film was awful. Oh wow!
Piranha at least had good. Yeah, Piranha at least had good visual effects. Sharknado didn't.
Did it? Did it?
Okay. Compared to Sharknado.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Yeah.
What was the compared to Sharknado? Oh my God, the visual effects are terrible.
I need to see. Oh, what was this one? Let me see. I need to Google it quickly here. I saw a poster or a DVD cover. Sharktopus versus what was it called? God, there's a few of them. So yeah, there's a few films where you've got some sort of shark cross octopus crossbreed thing called the Sharktopus. And obviously Sharktopus is going to be fighting random things like the whale wolf and the Terracuda, and the Mermantula. So yeah, they all sound terrible. I'm gonna have to watch them. I'm gonna just I'm gonna I'm gonna have to.
I smell a sequel to this hangout. Talk about that.
Octopus Week.
That's funny.
Octopus Week. Mermantula.
Oh boy, yeah. We went in all different directions, but that's what Jaws is. It really went in all different directions. Another thing too, Adam, you didn't mention that was the first movie that was like they marketed and the merchandise and all the different stuff you can buy. There was a shark toilet and the shark towels and the T-shirts and everything.
Oh yeah. I mean, all the artwork was stemmed from that poster. So. And yeah, it was insane, wasn't it? The merchandise element of it, and the demand, like we were saying before. I think it was the first ever film there was a demand for release in over 400 theaters, and I think the demand got up to 600, and Universal said no, slash it in half, only release it in 300 because we want people to travel to watch it,
right,
and we want the theaters to be full every day.
Yes, it was smart, very smart, very smart. They would never do that.
Very, very.
What's crazy is like. What's crazy is like all these films from back in the day have like Jaws, Star Wars, and Indiana Jones. They've revolutionized the film industry so much.
100%. Yep. 100%. Great point. Definitely. And they're all Jaws was one of the first, if not the first. So, all right. So Adam, we're getting to the nitty gritty here. So we're gonna go about a little over 45 minutes. We're at 45 minutes now. So let's do some closing words here, Adam. Let's talk about what do you think? The conclusion.
The conclusion.
Yes.
Of just Jaws?
Whatever. The whole picture, the whole scope.
The whole scope. Okay. Jaws, easily in my top 10 films of all time. And given that it's over 40 years old, it shows. It just shows the brilliance of it. It's clearly stood the test of time. I don't think it will ever get knocked out of my top 10 list. In the next 40 years to come. It's I kind of agree that all the sequels are nowhere near as good. The sequels are nowhere near as good as the original film. I would, however, love to see someone have a go at making a Jaws 5 if they made it good. So. And I know you dislike Jaws, Jaws 4, for example. I still think Jaws 4 is better than Deep Blue Sea. So
you know what? Maybe I'll give him another chance. I haven't seen it in probably 20-something years, so maybe I will give it a chance. So I don't really like a lot of the sequels. I'm sorry, Brandon. Go ahead.
Jaws 5 is pretty much the Meg.
Yeah, we'll see what the Meg brings. I'm intrigued to see the Meg. I can't wait for it to be released.
What studio's putting it out?
Yeah.
Do you guys know?
Yours is a good question. That's
a good Google question.
No, that's a question open to the chat. Somebody's going to tell us. I think somebody. But yeah, I'm not sure which studios.
See, I'm trying to look. It's Warner Brothers.
Meg's in the chat declaring herself as the Meg.
The Meg. Yeah, I told Meg when I heard the Meg, I thought of her. So it was too funny. I don't know many Megans. So. All right, Brandon, closing it up here. Give us your final thoughts on Jaws.
I need to backtrack through the chat because they're all talking about toothpaste apparently. So
you look at the chat and then we'll get back to that. I want Brandon, tell us your final thoughts here and we'll come back to the chat.
I think as I mentioned earlier, it's one of the films that have revolutionized the film industry. I think that's why I love it so much is a lot of the movies we have today, we wouldn't have because of Jaws and all these other movies. And it's just a fantastic movie with Steven Spielberg's directing. We had the low budget but high value of a high valued movie. You have John Williams giving an amazing score. It's just a mixture of everything. It makes it so perfect.
Absolutely, and they all went on to do more and bigger and better things. Not better things, but kind of along the lines of Jaws and everything.
Mm-hmm. I agree with the score. It's so primal, isn't it? The score is so basic, and it's definitely a case of less is more. For that score, it just just those two notes, and it just goes through you straight away. You instantly think this is bad. So
You hear two notes and you instantly know. Oh, Jaws.
Dun-dun.
yeah,
That's all you need. Dun-dun.
and it's the fact that the score's gone on. Like people parody it all the time.
Yes, absolutely.
All the time. It's so iconic. You hear it and you instantly know what it is. And it's genius.
Yeah, I'm bummed you brought up. I was going to say Rob Williams. I'm bummed that John Williams. He's retiring. Like, what is this? I think he said he might do the new Indiana Jones. They said, but
he's retiring. He said he was retiring from Star Wars after Episode 9.
Star Wars. That's it, right? Yeah. And then come on,
it's gonna be sad. It's gonna be sad because the man's 87 years old.
Yeah, he's time to rest. Yeah, absolutely. So.
Isn't he the most nominated, most Oscar-nominated person of all time as well?
Yeah,
I think he's definitely one of them. So yeah.
He's done so many films for film score wise. I wouldn't be surprised.
I would imagine. My final thoughts too. We did it when I did my Frankie Friday, my top 10 movies. I loved Jaws growing up. It scared the poop out of me. It was as a kid. It kind of floated away from me, and I kind of got back into it like 10 years ago. Like I said, it's been on my, and I've never watched movies a lot. Like I've watched my top 10, maybe my top 20 movies over and over again. But this movie I definitely revisit once a year. It's kind of like you watch Christmas movies at Christmas time. This I watch is like my summer movie. So, and it is a classic. It's very, everything Adam said and Brandon said, it was right on the money, all those different points. That's why I love it. And it's definitely and I feel you watch a lot of movies that are in the 70s and some 80s and stuff and 60s, and in my opinion, a lot of stuff just doesn't age well. And I feel this movie, especially with that remaster, it's you see it's dated, but the way they made it, it could have been, like I said, it could have been like a more recent movie than it is. But yeah, it was.
Sorry.
Go ahead. I'm done. That was good.
I was just going to say, I think the only thing that ages in that film is obviously the clothes and the hairdos.
And the cars
that's
and stuff.
That's
yeah.
it. And the cars and stuff. Yeah, but literally, because it just, all it does is even, with the remastering and stuff, it just makes it a period drama. A period of, it happened in the 70s. That's it. Everything else definitely stands the test of time. So yeah.
And then the Quint is just amazing when he tells that story, and it's a real story, and it's so good. And on top of just before the shark is amazing, and then when the shark comes, it just adds to it, and then it's just amazing. Mm-hmm. My only little bit negative, it just seems like it ends and it just ends. You know what I mean? I wish it went a little bit longer, maybe it's a little something, but I wasn't always thrilled. Like they blow up the shark and then that's it. But a movie's got to end, I guess. But
yeah, exactly, it has to end, and it is a 2-hour full film, isn't it? So but it's I think I think the pace just picks up and picks up and picks up and picks up and picks up like towards the end. So I think it is a good place to end it. But yeah, you talk about the Quint scene with his monologue about being on the Indianapolis, and that was obviously because that was so top secret, that mission. I think the sort of the nitty gritty of what that what the SS Indianapolis was had only just come out sort of publicly just before the film. So a lot of people only found out about what actually happened to that ship and the mission through the film, through watching the film. Somebody phoned Spielberg, I think, afterwards and said, that my son was on the SS Indianapolis and I never knew what happened to him until, So that's how a lot of people found out about what happened to that ship. So
it's crazy.
Yeah, which is, it's crazy.
Well, thanks. I could talk about Jaws for probably another hour, but I think it's good. I think we covered it good. See, Brandon was worried because he didn't see it. I'm like, if you saw the movie, you have an opinion and everything.
I'm saying I've seen it. I was worried because I didn't rewatch it over the past few days.
No, it's great though. Like it's like I memorized that movie. So thank you. Brandon was a little bit skeptical about coming on, but thank you so much for coming. So you did awesome. You both
Yeah, no
did
problem.
awesome.
Randy, you did a great job.
Yeah, thanks.
So
Hey,
thanks,
Adam,
guys. Appreciate it.
Adam, you have a movie coming out soon, right? On
Yeah,
DVD?
okay. So here now we're on the. Let's go for it, Adam. Let's get some plugs in here.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So it's a film that was shot in 2016, and it was released in the UK last year, and it's been released on DVD in the United States next month, and it's called Cane Hill, which is spelled Cain. So yeah, Cane Hill. It's a British independent horror. We made it on £20,000, so it's like it's not a Hollywood blockbuster by any stretch. It was a very low budget indie film, but we're super proud of what we did. So yeah, it's released like I say next month. I don't have the links to hand. If I had the links to hand, I'd post them up in the chat now.
We'll put on there after this chat, after the video.
Yeah. So
so cool.
But yeah, that comes out next month, and it's available for pre-order now as well.
Okay,
so.
Cool. And then your
I'm buying it
channel as well. Yeah, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to support you there, buddy. So,
Thank you.
And then Adam's Land is YouTube page just hit 100. He's at 100 and I think 113 subscribers.
112, I think. So yeah, and I'm just going to find Ebony's little channel so I can post that up as well. So
yeah, I'm going to post the link too. So, and then Brandon. What do you got going on? Definitely check out these Twitter accounts too. I want to get him on YouTube too. One of these days he's gonna kick up that channel too. So
that's actually it. I mean, that's it. I'm literally just on Twitter.
That's awesome. They're the Twitter.
Oh wow!
So.
DizneyDan saying he's seen Cane Hill. Obviously, DizneyDan's from the UK as well. So yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. So
that's
yeah,
cool.
that was I was executive producer, production manager, and I make a small cameo appearance in that film as well.
Cool.
So thank you everyone for the support in the chat.
I love Dan's reaction. So, was there anything else we had to go back to the chat too before we leave?
Oh yeah, I want to know what that toothpaste talk was about.
Yeah, what was the toothpaste talk?
I didn't manage to catch up on the toothpaste chat. It was I was trying to go back, but it was still it was still scrolling through. So yeah,
I'll do my plugs
thank
too.
you everyone for the support.
Yeah, definitely check it out. Well, I'll link. I'll put the Amazon link there if you guys want to buy the DVD. Yep, definitely. I'm gonna pre-order it too. So, and maybe we can do a hangout about your movie too, if you don't mind.
So, if there's enough interest in it, I'll happily do a hangout.
Oh, there's interest in it. Brandon's in, right, Brandon? I'm in.
Yeah. No, I'm buying it the day it comes out.
All right, we'll definitely check it
Yeah,
out.
let me see if I can find those links quickly before we end the stream, and I'll post them up for the for the
on the bottom.
stuff, so.
Yeah. I'll do it. What is it called again? I'll find it real quick. I'm good at this stuff.
Cane Hill, Cain.
Cane
Hill.
Is it coming out on Blu-ray?
I'm not sure about Blu-ray, if I'm being honest. I'm honestly not sure. It depends because this is the US distributors who are releasing it. So I'm not sure, but we're hoping to have a chat with them when I'm out in LA in September. Fingers crossed. So we'll see what the plan is going forward.
I don't see it. Cain, Cane Hill.
Yeah, Cain. Yeah, Cane Hill. So
One word, 2 words?
2 words. 2 words.
Yeah, Adam, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna mail it to you, have you sign it, and send it back.
That's awesome.
That's fine, man. I'll sign it and send it back if you want.
I can't find it for some reason, but I'll find it. Am I in? Yeah, I'm in all departments. I'll find it. I'll link it.
It's on Best Buy. It's on Best Buy
Okay,
site.
we'll check it on the Best Buy. All right, guys, in my channel, RobFuz. Thank you so much. I'm doing pretty good with subscribers here. So I had my little 500 blitz. Go ahead, Adam.
Wow. So I was just going to say, and how's Drop That Rope doing it? Well,
yeah, definitely. I have another thing I do. Drop That Rope. It's a network of all content, theme park content providers, and Twitter and Instagram and photography and video and everything. And we try to promote all that stuff. And I have some shows on there, and these guys do some shows with me too. So definitely check out Drop That Rope on everything. RobFuz, ROBFUZ on everything: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, of course, and Drop That Rope on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything. I have both Drop That Rope, one word, and RobFuz, one word. So thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. So, all right, guys. I think, believe it or not, I think we're right on the money here. What do we got? We are exactly an hour in, so we're going to end it right here. thank you guys so much for coming on. RobFuz's Shark Week. I think this is. I don't have anything planned for tomorrow. We got Frankie Friday. I don't know if he's coming or not. He's on vacation, so I think he says he's coming. We'll talk about a little bit about sharks tomorrow, but I don't know if we're good. I think this is the end of RobFuz's Shark Week. That's another plug. I did a couple shark videos. Definitely check them out.
I've been looking forward to this all week, so it's been an honor to be on. Like, it was good. It was good fun to talk about one of my favorite films of all time.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you guys so much for coming on. I appreciate it. So, and we're gonna do more of these hangouts, and these guys are. Thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it, and hopefully I'll get some other people in this chat room here. I know Dan's done one, Meg's done one for me, and Mike's done them. So hopefully, and Caesar, hopefully get some of those guys in too and do some more hangouts. So,
Pub Talk is coming soon.
Yes. Go ahead, Brandon. What were you saying?
Thanks for having me, Rob.
Well, thank you, Brandon. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. Thanks, everyone. Go enjoy Shark Week. It goes till Sunday, the real Shark Week. RobFuz's Shark Week. This is I did 4 videos this week, all different sharks and everything, and this is the last one. So go enjoy and have a great weekend, everyone, this weekend. And thank you so much. Thanks for everyone in the chat room. Sorry I didn't really get to talk to many people. Thanks, Mike. Mike said awesome stream. Thank you guys for all the good, kind words and the feedback and everything. And
thank you, everyone.
We'll see you guys soon. We'll come up with another topic, and maybe we'll do a Jaws 2, the sequel of talk. So,
Jaws the Revenge,
Jaws, Pub Talk, Jaws, whatever, more stuff. So, did you?
And obviously the Meg live stream as well.
This is
the Meg.
Ruth wants to know if I named the shark. This is Bruce. Just like that's another thing we forgot to mention. The shark's name in Jaws is named Bruce after Spielberg's lawyer. So, and then in Finding Nemo, they called that shark Bruce in tribute to Jaws too. So this is Bruce as well. So this Ruth was asking if I named the shark. So, all right, guys, we got it in. I almost forgot about Bruce. The name of the shark. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for everyone for coming. And
thank you, Rob. Thank you, Brandon.
I think Frankie Friday's tomorrow, 2:00. So check it out. If he's on vacation, then we'll do it probably Monday or something, or Tuesday, Frankie Friday. But I think we're doing it tomorrow. So definitely check it in. If not, I'll post it on Twitter or on the socials when we're going to do it. So thanks, guys. Take care, everyone. Stay out of the water.
Take care, everyone.
Here we go. Dun, sing it, guys. Boom. We're out of here. Thanks, guys. New York Aquarium in Coney Island, New York. It's brand new. It just opened on Tuesday night. And check this entrance out. This entrance is amazing. We're just walking right in. Look at this entrance. There's sharks everywhere. You know I'm in heaven. There's sharks here. There's sharks over there. Pretty awesome. Let's go check it out inside. What'd you think, Frank? It's pretty awesome aquarium, huh?
All the sharks and just blows me out of the water.
Do you recommend people coming here?
Duh, obviously. So sick.
Pretty awesome. Definitely recommend it. It's pretty cool. I can't wait till the whole aquarium opens up. It's gonna be pretty awesome.
Universal Express Plus will allow you to enter our Universal Express entrance.
This is Faith. You're cleared for departure, Amity 6. Have a good trip.
10-4. Well, it looks like it's time to start our voyage, so wave goodbye to all those heavy landlubbers. See ya. And we are off. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome aboard Captain Jake's Liberty Boat Tours. It is the best. That's right. And it's also the only scenic cruise on the island. My name's Lamar, and I'm going to be your skipper today. And as soon as all the Axel will spot her back in 1974. And bad old shark jaws just devoured all those innocent islanders. Now there on your port side is some of our very own chief of police, Mark Brody. Well, you know, Brody really did blow up that shark, and well, he became a legend in his own time. Roy Scheider played him in the movie they made of our little shark episode.
Hey, Hey, something's out there. I don't know what. Help! Help! It's going to be
Pretty 6 to base. Did you copy that transmission?
10-4, we copied. He can't be too far away. He was headed back in. We're picking up his distress signal now. Keep an eye out for him. I'll call Chief Brody. Base clear.
10-4. All right, folks, it's like one of the boats ran into a little trouble. Don't you think? Oh my gosh. I can't believe this. Amity 6 to base. Amity 3 sinking out by the lighthouse, and I don't see a single survivor. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be really honest here. I don't know what could have done this.
Amity 6.
This is just a terrible situation. Oh my gosh, a shark! And it's headed for the boat! Thanks! What do we do?
Stay calm. Try the grenade launcher. Over.
Wait, you mean these things are actually loaded? Missed again! This is Amity 6! Tell Chief Brody we're gonna wait in the boathouse until he gets here, okay? Let's see. Where can we tie up? Hello? Is anybody here? What was that? That's him! We gotta go! Oh no! Don't drop it in gear! Oh, come on! This isn't funny! Come on, please! I got it! No worries, we're getting out of here, everybody. Look out!
Amity 6, this is Chief Brody. I'm on my way. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
10 minutes? We'll all be shark bait in 10 minutes. But where is he? I don't see him! Oh no! Oh, this is bad! Oh no! Hey! All right. We're gonna go for it! Yeah! Like we made it. Everybody, please, just hang on. All right, we're going to try to get off over there, that old fishing dock. We're going to unload one boat at a time, and please, if anything, watch out for that high voltage barge. Please, just stay in your seats. Keep your arms inside the boat. Oh, no. Look! Disgusting! We really roasted him, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Whoa! Yeah, here's a gun!
Amity 6, what was that? Where the heck are you? This is Brody. Are you all right?
Base Chief, this is Amity 6. Call off those Marines, because we're coming home! Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank all of you for your incredible bravery out there today. To you know, we probably don't need to tell too many people about what happened. I mean, if we're this little fish episode with a leak on, that would be it for Captain Drake. And probably all the businesses around here, so keep it to yourselves, all right? After all, we did get him, didn't we? That's right.
Uh-oh. Her luck hasn't been bad enough. We are entering Amity, that small town terrorized by the great white shark in the movie Jaws. I told you we were going to check this out, investigate. Get your cameras ready. You may see what I'm talking about. There are sharks in these waters. Wait a minute, what's George doing there? That's our friendly fisherman George out there, see him? He's been trying to catch Jaws in that small fishing pole, which is noble but crazy. And, whoa, wait a minute, Ray, stop. We need to warn George! Hey, George, there's a shark coming in, buddy! No, I'm not kidding, George. Really, there's a shark. Look out! A shark! What? A shark, George! Oh, no, help, help, help! Oh, George. She had a lot of guts, didn't he? Oh,
good.
see that yellow float attached to the pier out there in the middle of the lake? Look, come straight out towards the float. If Jaws takes a shark, you just might get a picture of a great white. Why is that music playing? George, our fisherman, is back. He's alive.
All right, George.
If you did not get a picture of Jaws Lake or of George, you do have a second chance. As we go up this hill, look very closely off to the driver's side, get a nice view of Jaws Lake, which also doubles as quaint cabin cove made in the hit CBS series Murder, She Wrote, starring Angela Lansbury. Murder Show films right here at Universal Studios at all times. Quite often on soundstage on our front lot, but also throughout our back lot as well. I've been mentioning it during the tour. In fact, once again, off to my side, you'll see more locations.